So today I will be doing a review on the Clinique, well really maybe not a review, it's like a first impression review of the Beyond Perfecting Clinique foundation. This runs you about $28. You can get it at any Clinique counter or Sephora. Okay, so this online has 4.1 stars. It's $28 and it claims that it's a lightweight moisturizing foundation / concealer that provides full coverage without clogging pores. It's a 12-hour wear, breathable formula, ideal for combination, from dry to combination oily skin types. It's a special polymer formula that forms a flexible film that moves with the skin for lasting wear, and it dries slowly for easy blending. Get lasting coverage and give skin a perfected look that stays put even through sweat and humidity. So this is made without any parabens. So usually when you have the full thing, it comes with a wand. And like I said, this runs this runs for $28 anywhere that you're gonna get it. Let's just not pay attention to my crazy hair. So I went to a Clinique counter in Macy's. I know that you can go to Sephora or any Clinique counter and you can get shade match, and they will give you I think this is a 5 to 7 day sample, which there's kind of really like a lot of like foundation in here, so this will last me a while. Say I do continue using it if I like it. So yeah, we're gonna go and try this on. I'm gonna clip my hair back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep my face. As always, I'm gonna use the Time in a Bottle. I guess this is a good time to go ahead and use a full coverage foundation like this just to see how well it does, because I did get a facial and clearly like she extracted some pores, so I have some redness on my face, so we'll see if that covers it up. And now that my serum is down, I'm gonna go in with my Origins. That's running out. This is just the green tea moisturizer, and then I'm gonna use my Dr. Whale Origins under eye cream, but since it's running low, I'm really like just dipping my wand in here. I'm trying to get any product that I can out. Like I can see product down there, but it's just not grasping it. And it really bothers me because I like to get my money's worth. And now that that is down, I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer. I just want some moisture today. This doesn't really help anything stay on more. It just moisturizes my face. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Clinique foundation now that everything kind of has soaked into my face. And I'm gonna take a little paddle brush like this. This is the It brushes for Ulta. This is the foundation brush. And I'm just gonna dip whatever's in this lid for right now and just kind of disperse whatever product I can from the lid, and then we'll move into the main little container if need be. Did get shade match, so this technically should match exactly what my skin is, but who the frick knows. So I put a light layer down, and I'm just going to use a beauty blender to blend this out and see if I do need more coverage. This was like this probably would not even be one, because it comes with like a little spatula thing, doe foot applicator, and it says that one swipe, like one pull out of that, and if you put whatever product is on that on your face, it should be enough. But definitely did not have that much product on this little brush from the lid, so this is probably like not even one swipe of that. And it seems to be pretty good coverage. Like I had a lot of red spots here, and it's covering them up really nicely. I have two big ass blemishes right here. They're immediately like downsized. So I'm gonna go in with obviously another layer and actually dip into the jar this time and just kind of go like boop and put more product where I feel like I need it. So I always have the hardest time matching my skin, so it's really nice when I can go into a place like this that's going to kind of play around with what shades they have and match me. And I really did enjoy that because I'm like the worst at matching myself. I always get something that's like too pink or too yellow, and it just is always a nightmare. So that's a really nice thing. And I also think that getting a sample of like I know that Sephora gives you samples of, say, like liquid foundations, but they always do it in like a tiny little thing, so it only lasts you a couple applications. And I think this is really nice because it's 5 to 7 days depending on how heavy you go with your foundation. So you can really play with this foundation for a week's time before you decide whether you want to get the full size product or not. And then you already know your shade, so you can just go and order online or whatever your preference is. So this blended out really nicely. Like the second layer didn't cake up or anything of that sort. It went on really nicely. It does feel a little bit thick, and that's my only kind of concern at this point. Is I'm used to full coverage foundations that are a little bit thinner. They don't feel like as heavy on the face, but this is covering really nicely. I really like the finish on this foundation. It's blurring all my imperfections. Like, these are pretty deep, so I'm gonna go and get a little bit more product to cover that up. But other than that, it covered the redness, but I can still see my freckles. So weirdly, it gives me like a very natural finish. Obviously, this is my perfect shade. Like, there's no lines from my face to my neck, which is awesome. Like, I don't really even have to try really hard to blend it into my neck. Blemishes are just really, like, especially these ones, they're like wide open. They're not just like, I don't know, they're like wounds at this point. They're not even blemishes, they're just wounds. But yeah, I think I do like the way that this looks on my skin. It makes it look pretty perfect, but still very natural. I'm kind of getting used to my freckles popping through because I have so many. So I kind of am digging that they are showing through, and I'm sure that you can go ahead and build this up to something really, really full coverage. I'm going to go and try applying more on my nose to see if I can kind of hide even more of the freckles. And this even blends out nicely with this paddle brush. I just like to use the Beauty Blender to really make sure that it's in my skin and looks as natural as possible. Because usually when you use a brush, you could get a little bit streaky and the product isn't necessarily pushed into your skin. You can barely see my freckles at this point, and it's not bunching up anywhere, which I really like. Yeah, so my only negative right now is that I can like feel it on my skin. It feels a little bit oily, but it is very moisturizing, so that's great for, say, like dry skin people. I live in Florida, so my face, I can't say that I'm oily, but I don't need like super extra moisture during summertime. Like, so this would be a great wintertime foundation because your skin does get a little bit drier in the wintertime. But it's laying nicely, it's blending nicely. I think really the main thing, like I said, is how it feels on my skin. That could change once I set my face and put powders and stuff over it and like do the rest of my face, like contouring and things like that. So once it dries down, it might not feel as heavy and I might not feel it. So we're going to have to see about that. And I also want to see how long lasting it is. It does say 12-hour wear, which is a really freaking long time. So hopefully it does stay on my face like this. So I'm going to go and finish my face, and I'm going to end up doing a check-in later throughout the day to let you know how I feel about this foundation and how it's lasting, and then I will give you my final thoughts. So yeah, I will see you in a little bit. Bye. Hi, so this is kind of like my first check-in. Basically, I did the rest of my makeup. I have set my face, I've put bronzer, highlight on. I can't feel the foundation as much anymore. Like, I can still feel it, and I feel like it's not quite fully dry yet. It didn't take me a long time to do my makeup, so it's not like it's been hours and it's still kind of like feeling, I can still feel it on my face. It feels fine. I don't really feel it. It really hasn't sunk into anything on my face. It hasn't grabbed on anything. These obviously were hard to cover up anyways, regardless of any kind of foundation I would have used, but it did a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with it. My skin looks really nice and really flawless, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Besides the way that it like still kind of feels, I could like live with that. I honestly could live with that. It feels hydrating. It doesn't feel like it's sucking my skin dry, and it looks good. So really that's what I can ask from a foundation right now. I'm going to zoom you in and kind of show you what it looks like up close. As you can see, it just makes my skin look really nice, and obviously I have texture. You can't like hide texture, but it makes it look, I have little baby hairs everywhere. Oh my god. but I really am digging it. Like, it makes my skin look really nice and really dewy. I really like the finish on this. Even though I said it, it didn't really change the way that the foundation sits and looks on my face. So I really like that. It didn't make it cakey or powdery, which sometimes when you set your face, your foundation can look like. And I have a couple foundations like that, but this is not doing it. It still looks like my skin. And like they did advertise, it is like a formula that really moves with your face and just really is, it's in my pores, but it's still sitting on my skin, so it's moving with my skin, and I really like that. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of go throughout my day, and I will end up doing another check-in. I'm probably gonna say it towards the end of the night, so I want to wear this all day and kind of make sure to really give it a full go before I review it. So far, I really am liking it, and it looks amazing, especially like in broad daylight. It has been how many hours? I took my lashes off, that's why my face looks so weird. So basically I applied this, I want to say around 1 o'clock, and right now it is 10 o'clock, so it's been 9 hours. So it hasn't bunched up anywhere, which is really nice. It hasn't really left my face off any certain parts. The only thing is right here, it's a little bit gone, but that's just a blemish, like they're hard to cover anyways. So longevity wise, this is pretty good. The only thing, like I said before, I can feel it on my face, and that is my least favorite type of foundation. I kind of like it to be very lightweight, and this is kind of a heavier foundation. It still makes my skin look really nice and really flawless for the most part. It obviously didn't come off anywhere. Really, I would rate this maybe like a 7 out of 10. It's a good price, it's good quality. If you have dry skin, this would be amazing for you, but it's just preference wise, I like something that feels a little bit less heavy, but still has this amount of coverage, and it just doesn't, I can still like feel it right around this area, and it's like it's kind of creasing in here, which I don't really ever get with any of the foundations that I have. So yeah, I give this a 7 out of 10, and I would say that if you have dry skin, this could be really your holy grail. But yeah, this is not something that I'll be purchasing again, so it's kind of like meh for me, but it could work for anyone else. It just really depends on what your skin is like. But yeah, so this is my final check-in, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I'm gonna go to bed now.